Hi, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what people encounter as problems during meditation. And this will be a very good video, and you'll probably see me walking around and there'll probably be a bunch of interruptions, but that's just Florida, especially at this time of year. It's super crowded and there's a lot of crazy stuff going around the city. You guys will know what I mean, people beeping. It's kind of like apocalyptic down here almost. Just think about that. Okay. Meditate on that. Back to my video about problems that people face when meditating is a lot of times people will have problems with consistency when they meditate. A lot of times people will not know what to expect during meditation. A lot of people will not meditate at all because they just kind of give up on meditation. That's one of the biggest things is in spirituality, on YouTube, on TikTok, on every form of social media, what people see as meditation is not actually meditation, or people complicate meditation to the point where people don't even want to do it now, or people feel overwhelmed by it. People don't even know how to express themselves with spirituality because they feel guilty that they don't do the meditation correctly. They don't connect to the meditation. There's too much expectation on the meditation. And essentially, meditation is self-spiritual medication. My rhymes. I'll probably say the word meditation a lot during this video because that's what this video is about. It's all about things people just flat out encounter during meditation that makes them not want to meditate. The first thing is what people expect out of meditation's a little bit too much. So when people think of meditation, they think like, okay, when they sit down during meditation, it's supposed to be like them flying all over the place and them going to different dimensions and them encountering extreme prophecies and visions and revelations and just all these extra things that you see on TV, you see on movies, like leaving the body, uncovering some kind of Akashic record, talking to a whole bunch of angels all the time, hearing every little word. Sometimes some of these will happen, but not in every meditation. Now, and yes, there's sunlit lighting over here. The sun's going down as I make this video. And yeah, this is a very busy spot, so you'll see me moving around. Me walking around is, you guys don't always see the people on video, but I always go like that, or just make sure you don't see them. People pull up on rafts and whatnot, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean. But when it comes to meditation, you have to know the biggest thing is don't get disappointed. What do I mean by that? It's so easy to say don't get disappointed during meditation. It's because people set themselves up for failure by expecting so much to the point where they're bummed out and they don't want to do it because they compare themselves with others. They see what's on TV, they compare themselves with what's on TV, what gurus talk about, and these people are not feeling that. Just know that every time you meditate, it's going to be 100% different than when someone else meditates. In this video as well, I'll teach some cool techniques you can do to hijack your meditation, to get you in the mode that you would like to be in, because everyone would like to be into that, the mode. And I'll be teaching about that too. Just know, if you meditate, and what's an ideal meditation time? 30 minutes. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna probably stand in one spot so I don't fall in the water. Words have power. Let me just not fall in. I'm not. I won't do a YouTube video where I fall into the water. So let me stand by one of these rafts so I fall into the raft with the phone if I do fall in. Taking extra precautions, but when it comes to setting yourself up for failure, people expect so much, they just get bummed out, they compare themselves to others, and it's hurtful. It's like, okay, that's what people think spirituality is as a start, and sometimes it can be, but 30 minutes is good to meditate, 20 minutes is good, 10 minutes is okay, but it's mainly about consistency. It's not even about how you meditate, it's about if you meditate and how long you meditate. I'm going to tell you the easiest meditation in the world. Meditate for 10, 20, 30. If you're not a consistent person, you need to know that about yourself. just so you don't disappoint yourself. So if you're someone who only can do something for 10 minutes a day, just give it 10 minutes a day as long as you're giving it time. Now, and that's the thing, you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, how much time can I devote to this? Can I do this at the same time every single day? And meditation should be at the same time every single day, because your guides will meet you during meditation and will upgrade you during meditation. So think about it like this. When you meditate, your guides are like performing micro maintenance on your gifts. It's pretty cool. But people get so disappointed. They're like, well, meditation wasn't all that today. I didn't see anything during meditation. I didn't feel anything during meditation. It's because every day you meditate will be completely different. Keep in mind, we have a whole bunch of planets, a whole bunch of just different things move around. So certain days, like for example, if it's a full moon, your meditation is going to be amazing. Or it might not be amazing. It depends on the person. But you can't set yourself up for that, thinking that every single day is going to be like the same day you meditated on the full moon. Now, an ideal meditation, the best meditation you guys can do is, it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, for the people who have 100,000 thoughts, because I've talked to someone like that recently, or a few people like that recently, and they can't meditate because there's so many thoughts, just meditate on those thoughts, and that'll be a good meditation. And take away the expectation for meditation, and it will feel better. It'll help you feel more comfortable, and if you're doing it right or not. Because it took me a long time myself to get comfortable in my meditation. I'm like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this incorrectly? And my angels helped me go through it. Now, what's a proper meditation? Just give your time to the meditation. That's it. That's the first step. Give your time to meditation. So, for example, if 9 o'clock at night, you meditate for 30 minutes, do it for 3 months straight. And keep in mind, time is key. Like if you're just new to meditation, it might take you a year before you're good at meditation. It might take you an entire year. That's the thing, they don't tell you that. No one tells you that. It's like, hey, it'll probably be a year and 6 months until you feel one thing during meditation. That's because your spirituality is being cracked open slowly and correctly. No one seems to be talking about that. No one's explaining it. But these people, I mean, a lot of people are just flat out disappointed because they don't see the result they desire. Your gifts should open as slowly as possible. I know we're on this earth for a period of time, but if your gifts open too quickly, they'll go faster than they have come. And I've encountered that. A long time ago, I've opened certain gifts where, and now I can do it through the slower route, but I'll be able to see on the wall, and I can still do this, but it takes a little longer, but it's better. But on the wall, I can remote view, like watching a TV. And as soon as I opened the gift, it went straight out the door, and it didn't come back for a few months because I opened it so quickly. Now I have it opened again, but it takes time. I have to look at the wall, and Angel's grabbing the phone. I have to look at the wall, and I have to concentrate, and I have to like relax. Versus back then, I opened the gift so quickly that the gift was just automatic, and it just went out the window, and it kind of drove me insane. I'm like, and that's the thing, you don't want to be a has-been when it comes to your gifts. Like, oh, I used to have that gift, but I opened it too quickly and it went away. No, you don't want that, and you don't want to set yourself up for that. So that's what meditation's about. It's about your gifts slowly coming to you. An entire oak tree has come from an acorn, and you want an oak tree overnight. You want to see an oak tree overnight? It's a palm tree. Palm trees come up most of them come up relatively quickly in comparison of years. But when a storm comes, those are the first things to get their head snapped off. I'm not saying you're going to get your head snapped off. And what about, I'm going to show you some examples. Like there's some palm trees in the background, if you guys can see. When wind hits them, their heads snap off. You're not going to have your head snapped off from meditating or cracking your gifts open too quickly. But just know, it can kind of make you feel like you're going crazy if your gifts come and go. It makes you regret, it makes you not feel good, it makes you just sad. So your guides don't want that to happen. So just know that in meditation, everything should be very slow. That's how meditation should be. A lot of times you guys are feeling tiny little micro sensations. And those are what you're supposed to be feeling during meditation. The littlest, tiniest feelings is what the most successful feeling you'll ever feel. It's not like, because some people will be buzzing and vibrating and tingling and doing a bunch of different things, but those people had gifts in past lives that just came over here. Maybe that person did that in a past life, and they already worked on that. Maybe they're already ahead because they've done some work in a past life, when this is your life to work on it now. So that's the thing. 30 minutes every day for a year and a half at the same time for 1 hour and 30 minutes. No. 1 year and 6 months, and then you'll see something different, even if you don't think you're doing the meditation correctly. Because most importantly, you have to talk to God. You have to ask God to help you meditate. And he'll introduce to your angels different information to introduce to you. So it will come through. It just takes time. We can't rush the process because, like I said, as quickly as the gifts will come, as quickly as they leave. So what if you're someone with really active thoughts during meditation? That's okay. That's actually, you can make that work to your advantage. So if you're someone with all these 100 billion thoughts and you can't meditate, confront the thoughts. Sometimes those thoughts are chatty ancestors. I remember when I was younger and my uncle passed, and I don't talk to ancestors directly now. I talk to them through my angels. I tell my ancestors, you have to talk to my angels to talk to me. That's the only way we're communicating. That's the cleanest way of communication, because outside of that, a charlatan can just come along and pretend to be an ancestor. That's why I don't talk to ancestors directly. But I remember when my uncle passed, I was meditating one day and I just heard, and I was young at the time, like all I hear is, "That's a good kid." I'm like, ah! And I just started freaking out. I'm like, ah! But that was after not hearing anything for a very long period of time. And that's when your mind is sometimes noisy. Sometimes when your mind is noisy, it's extra messages from maybe chatty spirits nearby, maybe guides, maybe you found out there's too much around your crown chakra and you should practice centering. So basically, confront the thoughts. Make it work in your favor. What are the thoughts saying? What are they doing? Maybe it's certain blockages from certain chakras popping up that you're trying to deal with those blockages, and your mind is trying to mentally dissolve them, but you're not letting them be mentally dissolved. So when it comes to meditating, if you're having a billion thoughts and that's why you can't meditate, make it your meditation to listen to the million thoughts. It might help you throughout the day, and it might help you just get over not feeling like you can meditate. Now, if you want, I taught this method was something I taught in the past, but if you feel like hijacking, and if you guys can hear what's going on in the background, it's really crazy. But most of the time, you guys can. Good job, iPhone, for and yeah, I'm doing this from my iPhone. Good job, iPhone, for tuning out background screams and whistles and cars and trucks and stuff like that. But sometimes chatty mind during meditation is a good thing, as crazy as it might sound. But if you want to hijack your meditation into getting to that spiritual state, just everyone talks about that spiritual state that they talk about online. Practice this. Close your eyes, pretend to fall asleep. Don't fall asleep fully as you're sitting up. So it's as if you took a nap and you're sitting up, but you know you're not asleep because you're awake. And then that just puts you in the automatic spot of meditation mode. If you can't fall asleep, then try. But it's not falling asleep. It's like you think you're asleep, but you know you're not asleep. And that little pocket is where you can do some spiritual gifts, some spiritual work, where you can leave your body, where you can come back to your body, where you can talk to your guides. And just make sure you don't fall asleep when you do this. That's a cheat code in the slipping into the astral pocket, which they talk about, but your gifts should take years to open sometimes. Some people they'll just open all at once because that person was gifted in a past life. So don't put too much pressure on meditation. Meditation should be just take away the expectation. No one's meditation is going to be similar to anyone else's meditation. People have different guides, different angels. Some people have quiet angels. Some people have talkative angels. Some people's meditation, it could be 100,000 different things. Maybe sometimes your guides will plan on a specific, or not even just your guides, God will armor your guides to just present on a certain day to you a surprise gift. That's how it could work. But just know it could be 2 years, 3 years until you see something. Just make small changes throughout it, make it more personal, and just know that your meditation is personalized to you. Meditations are personalized. And I've introduced 1,000 different ways to meditate, and I've had those in past videos. Check out those old videos. or older videos. The knowledge stays the same, but there's a billion ways to meditate. Don't get disappointed, don't get discouraged, don't put too much expectation on it, because you'll probably have a cooler meditation than anyone else when you make it personal, okay? If you have any questions, guys, ask them in the comments section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!